attention. And if they feel that now Paulo is going to get attention away from Pinto,
Aubrey, did you say you have a pet?
I don't know.
You do not? Oh, okay. But, so, I wasn't planning on this question, but would you keep...
Get a papa and you get a cadet.
Oh, okay.
Alright, and I'm recording, so I'm going to ask you some questions. So, your name's Nate, correct? So, Nathan, first off, thank you for letting us, get some film with you and your hamster. What is your hamster's name? Miko. And, a lot of people have different kinds of pets, dogs, cats, and they consider them part of their family. Would you consider Miko part of your family? Is that a yes or a no? I saw you nod your head. So, what's that?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So, Nathan, what is the one thing you love the most about your hamster, Miko?
2 things.
What are those 2 things?
I love holding him, and I love when he cleans himself. So I don't need to clean him.
Oh,
He cleans himself.
yeah. So, Nathan, you say that you consider Miko part of your family because everybody loves him and all, and he's fun to be with. Would you say that a big part of him being part of the family is the bond you have with him? Are there any final words you want to say about Miko? Or any about having pets and him being part of your family? What's that?
I love him a bunch, and I'm really hoping that sometime he can come in my room and sleep with me some night. Kitty?
He looks like a Monopoly, doesn't he? A little bit. Oops, be careful. You woke him up. It's okay. You just woke him up. Hi, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that kitty looks so cute.
Yeah. That one's brown. That one's purring so loud. You can hear its purr. Yeah. Let's see. This. It tells you the age.
That kitty.
What one? This one down there? Okay.
Come with me.
I'm trying to look at the names and the ages of some of them. I'd love to see your cat. Be careful. Ooh, that cat's pretty. Is there one in there?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I got it.
Oh, he is beautiful. Fluffy and gray. This one keeps on following me all around, Aubrey.
I know the other one I want.
What other one? The ones that are up there, you gotta wait for them to come down. I think there's one up over here.
Look at you.
She's climbing on me. Aubrey, you see what this little boy or girl's doing to Mama? You want to sit down?
Look.
That one's very playful. The orange one liked you. And the black one's over there. Oh, there's one down under there.
Okay. So, first I want to thank you for, doing this interview on short notice.
You're welcome.
As I said, I'm doing a documentary about pets and how they become, members of the family, considered members of the family. And A lot of people that I've talked to say that the reason is the bonds that are created with caring for the animal and things like that. Now, we're obviously at the shelter, Androscoggin, you mean?
Yeah,
Shelter?
the Greater Androscoggin Humane Society.
And, just some of my research, I looked at a lot of people are getting pets, more so from shelters than from breeders. And as a member of staff, in your experience, do you see those bonds starting to form like pretty much right away when people come to get those pets?
I think it really depends on the person and on the pet. Some pets you make eye contact with and you know that's the pet for you. Others, because of their previous circumstances, which we don't always know what happened in their past, they might take a little bit longer to warm up to their new people. But we find that it's almost as though the pets are grateful. They know that someone's giving them love and attention. So I feel like the shelter pets, I think people are drawn to the shelter pets because they do, as crazy as it sounds, they know that they're getting a better shot this time. Or they're getting care that maybe they didn't have the opportunity to have previously. And also I think there's a sense of pride among the people who are adopting because they feel like, wow, I'm making a difference. I'm adopting a pet. Like I am giving this pet a home. So I think on both sides there's kind of a grateful feeling and an appreciation for what they both have.
Okay, so the other question I would ask is, when people come in, do you see like a propensity towards certain ages to be adopted? Like, do you see more adoptions for younger animals as opposed to older animals, or is it, even?
Yeah, I think that the younger pets, the puppies and the kittens, are definitely the draw to the shelter for a lot of people. We have bigger crowds on days that we have groups of new young pets available. But there also are those people who say, well, I want to make a difference. I want to adopt an older dog. I want to adopt one that maybe other people would overlook. So I feel like it's not necessarily that everyone wants a younger one, but I think they draw people in. And maybe they come thinking, oh, I'm going to go adopt a puppy. But they walk away with an 8-year-old dog because they fall in love when they come in. But we definitely do see, we adopt out a lot more of the younger pets. We also have more of them in our care, especially this time of year. You'll see that we have so many kittens because we have ones being born in foster care and things like that. So right now we have an abundance of young pets. But we do see people come in to look at them, even if they're going to eventually adopt an older pet.
Another question I would ask, working in a shelter, like what would you say goes into as far as like caring for all the different animals and making them feel like, part of a family?
Yeah.
Because, most animals are social, especially when you get into like dogs. So what would you say like is entailed with that?
Well, along with the basic care such as food and shelter and medical care, we try really hard to work on enrichment here at the shelter. Whether that be interacting with staff and volunteers, just playing, dogs going for walks, things like that. We also newly got a behaviorist on staff that is starting her work with the dogs first off. She literally just started, but we're excited to have that position here. She's working on dogs with play groups and toys that stimulate and things like that. But we do try to enrich their lives with things more than just the basic necessities.
So now, when it comes to like animals that are coming in that are being surrendered to the shelter, do you notice that a lot of the cause is like people too hastily getting an animal and not properly being educated on like the future needs, whether it be food or
Yeah, I think sometimes people do come in to adopt and have kind of unrealistic expectations of what pet ownership will be like. They also don't always think about the cost. So with our adoptions, we really work with adopters to go over things like that and talk to them about anticipating vet costs and just the care of food and things like that. So we want to work with adopters on that type of education so they're not caught off guard by that. But I think the pet care, in terms of medical care, is one of the big reasons that people do ultimately have to surrender their pets.
You can always do Shelby too. She loves to be held.
This little one is like, it's cute. You're good. You're a little hissy one. Okay.
So as far as pets and how they become significant members of the family, almost to the point where they're on the same equality level as human members, are there any like final thoughts you
I mean, I think
Gives that as like what causes that, like, you know, human animal interaction bond that's so
Yeah.
strong.
I think it's just our instinct as people to nurture and care for a pet. I think that comes through just like we would for a child. And many people who, especially don't have children in their home, their pets are their kids. I know I'm like that, and I would give just as much care for my pets as I would be able to for any children that I had. But I think it's just that people, they take care of them. They feel it's not even about ownership. It's about this is my pet. This is a big part of my heart. So I think it's just the human nature of people to be nurturing and caring that adds to it.
And if I can follow you, just could you state your name?
Yeah.
And again, like where
Yeah.
the shelter?
Hold on, let me grab her.
Yeah.
So, my name is Shannon Vichet. I am the guest experience supervisor here at the shelter. So, I essentially manage the front desk, and this is the Greater Androscoggin Humane Society.
Thank you very
I was in your nibbles and I was patting him, he started to kind of get a little grouchy and stuff there. I don't know if that was just like because he was in here, but I mean, I do like him, but she's kind of cute too. I like her. Said she takes a couple minutes to get adjusted. And it'd be pretty easy to make.
Mm-hmm.
Because she'll like look around, then she'll be fine. And then like today, he said, oh, she's a favorite, because she's not learning, and she comes in and she's favoring her.
What you make?
Okay.
Me? Keep your eyes closed, Aubrey. Ariana.
Kenny? Yay! What the?
You see?